Hello everyone, it's Pro Trainer 7 here today, and I'm doing my top 9 most favourite Mario games. Mario has been Nintendo's main mascot for 35 years plus. In that time, Mario has many adventures across Nintendo's many platforms, and it shows no signs of slowing down, which is kind of funny because Mario's not been known for being quick. Joking aside, I've enjoyed many Mario games throughout my gaming life. For my list, I'll be focusing on titles from Nintendo's home consoles only. Sorry handheld fans, I'm also going to stick to the main series too. So no spin-offs, they'll get their own video, at some point in the future. Anyway, so let's crack on. Right, so let's start off with number 9, Super Mario Sunshine. This was Mario's first outing on a Nintendo GameCube. This game starts with Mario taking a holiday in Isle Delfino, but Mario finds himself being held accountable for crimes he didn't commit, and his charges were for graffiti on various places in Isle Delfino. And Mario is charged with a task with cleaning it all up with his new tool, Flood. It's basically a water gun strapped to his back that can shoot at high pressure to help clean the paint off and the graffiti off over Isle Delfino, and that's basically the backstory of this game. But I do find the controls very clunky for this game. However, it's not like its predecessor Mario 64. It could have done with a bit of a touch up when it went over to the Switch as well, with tighter controls and more better gameplay. To be fair, it just seems like a straight port to the Switch. But anyway, it's not a terrible game by any stretch of the imagination, but it wasn't the best. Right, for my number 8 spot is Super Mario Bros. 2. This is a direct sequel to Super Mario Bros. But outside Japan. This game is not that bad, but I don't see the point of the grabbing system. It's not a bad game, but for the first time in the series, and that's going to be for a long time after this, you get to play as other characters other than Mario and Luigi. You also get to play as Peach and Toad, but each character has their own trait. For example, Peach can glide, and Luigi can run and jump higher. And as a side note for this game, where the hell is Bowser? I mean, come on, where was he? Right, and for my number 7 spot is Super Mario Bros. This game alone revived the video games industry along with the Nintendo Entertainment System. This was the first title that I've ever played. It holds a special place in my heart. The gameplay is so precise, it still holds up to this day. And to be fair, I like to do little speed runs on this game every now and again. I'm not that great with it, but I like having fun. And it still holds up to this day. The graphics don't, but the gameplay does. And for my number 6 spot is Mario Bros. 3. This game laid the foundation for future 2D Mario titles by introducing maps as a level select. This is an indication of the progress as you do going through the game, but also for the first time ever in Mario games and platform games in general, you can save your progress too. And for an extra bonus, you get to see Mario cosplay, which is quite hilarious. Say Mario as a frog. But another thing that Mario Bros. 3 introduced was holding items. So when you are down on your luck and you're just back to your basic Mario stage, which is Small Mario, you can acquire items as you go progress through the game from Toad's house, like a leaf for his flying ability, or a fire flower, the typical flying flower, which is classic. And you can store these items away as you go through the game. And when you are a bit short on luck and back to Small Mario again, before you go into a level in the game, you get to select the item and it automatically gives you that item. So you go into the levels prepared, which also makes it easier later on in Mario games because they tend to get a bit harder towards the end, which is a nice addition, to be honest. I love that bit. My number 5th spot goes to Super Mario Bros. 3D World with Bowser's Fury. This was Mario's first 3D outing on the Wii U, but it got an upgrade on the Nintendo Switch, which had tighter controls and Mario moved a bit faster. But the crown jewel of this game was Bowser's Fury, which set on an archipelago with Bowser in the middle of it all being corrupted by this black goo. And you had to collect cat shines, in order to progress through the game. But it is all basically open world and like this map, and I think it's a nice lovely addition to what Mario's future could be. down the road. Anyway, you still had the same power-ups, the same controls in this new bit, but you had to defeat Bowser at the end of it, like you do in every Mario game. But the best bit, Peach wasn't kidnapped in this one, and to help you in this game, you got your power-ups, which is like your cat suit, what you get in Mario 3D World anyway, and your boomerang brother, obviously your fire flower and your mushrooms and stuff. And you also get a little help from Bowser Jr. to help uncorrupt Bowser. And for my number 4th spot is Super Mario World. This was Mario's first outing on the Super Nintendo, where Yoshi made his debut as well. To this day, it is the biggest, one of the biggest 2D Mario games, and it has so many areas to unlock and different power-ups what it had from the previous one. To be honest, it's my most favourite Mario title in 2D ever, and I absolutely adore this game. It is such a good title, fun to play through. It can get challenging as well. It's what you need in a Mario game, really. Right, and for my number 3 slot is Super Mario Galaxy. This was Mario's first outing on the Nintendo Wii, and with this new title comes a new, different control scheme, because the Wii was a bit of a weirdo back in the day anyway, especially with a Wii remote and nunchuck, but it did pay off. You had to shake the remote to spin Mario in order to attack enemies, but also you could also use the Wii pointer to shoot candy at enemies to stun them, and it made it easier to knock them out as well. And it is a console seller, this game. This is probably one of the few games that made the Nintendo Wii sell very well, and it was a juggernaut of the system, and it is worth buying a Wii for just to play this game. It was amazing. The sequel wasn't great, but this is far better in my opinion. Oh, and before going to the next bit, the music was amazing as well for this title. Absolutely brilliant score for this game. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Right, now we're in the top 2 now. This had a lot for me to think about, these top 2, but I went ahead and did it anyway. So for my number 2 slot, we'll go to Super Mario Odyssey. Now this is one of the best Switch exclusives ever. Mario Odyssey basically takes a risk of the semi-free roaming games. Instead of Mario exploring one open world, which I can see him doing in the future, this focuses on many little mini-maps, just so he can collect moons in order to get to Bowser to power up his ship called the Odyssey, which basically helps Mario rescue Princess Peach from Bowser, which he plans to get married to. Oh dear. Anyway, this basically adds a lot more depth to this game because there's many moons hidden out through each of the worlds that you explore, or mini-maps in this case, and it does add a lot of depth to this game. You can spend ages playing it, because I'm still finding moons to this day. It's been out for nearly, 5 years, this console? Yeah, 5 years. I'm still finding it. I'm still finding moons to this day. It helps you, give you that sense of exploration. Right, from a number 1 spot goes to Super Mario 64. This was Mario's first ever 3D outing, and his debut on the N64, which was a launch title. This set the stage for every 3D Mario going forward, apart from Sunshine, which kind of nearly screwed it up. Yeah, looking at you, Sunshine, you're not the best 3D platformer. Yeah, you're on my list, you just about made it though. So, this helps you play as Mario in a 3D world in such a way that is revolutionary for its time. He can punch, he can kick. I know Nintendo doesn't like violence, but you can see him swim in 3D environments, go up into the sky and the clouds, and also his wing cap, which helps him fly through certain areas of the game. It does add a lot to the N64, and for its day, it's the best game on the console, apart from Pokemon Stadium, which was amazing by the way. Anyway, this is the best Mario title I think there ever is. I mean, it's had some, competition from Mario Odyssey and Galaxy. That's, fighting over my top spot, but Mario 64 did it. His controls were sharper than a lot of Mario games coming later. Absolutely love this game. It's probably nostalgia talking, but in my opinion, Super Mario 64 hits the number 1 spot for me. Such an amazing title. I always play it. I'm glad it came out in 3D All-Stars. Nintendo could have done with touching it up graphically, but to be honest, it hits all the nostalgia tones for me, and I absolutely adore this title. Right, and that's the end of my list. Let me know what you think, what your favourite Mario titles are in the comment section. I'll be looking forward to reading them. Until next time, TTFN. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.